All right, hello. Wait. Okay. You fucked up my intro,
I'm so
dude.
sorry.
Bro, I'm so sorry. Welcome to Curtain Relish, episode 3. God, you suck. This episode this episode fucking shit is so goddamn confusing. Anyway, so yeah, this is gonna be a juicy one. We have a really good story about
Last
night, and it's going to be really, really good. Do you want to just start right off with it?
Sure.
I guess this can just apply to the whole crazy shit we've seen, because that was the crazy shit I've seen in a pretty good amount of time in general.
I feel like there was something else.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh! I think I remember. Do you remember? Little Caesars? When we went to Little Caesars?
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
All right, you tell it.
All right. So, Kurt and I, we work at the same place, right? We're coworkers. So we go on our lunch and we're like, what's the best value for our money? And we just choose Little Caesars, right? Little Caesars.
Okay.
Little Scissors.
Not what I'm drinking, dude. Fuck.
Just to fuck around and get something really dirt cheap. And, that's just what we did. That we just procured Little Caesars. But the way in which it was procured, we procured it in a bizarre fashion. We decided to go and spend as little money on lunch as possible while also still spending a lot of money because we
eat a lot.
Yeah, and we got something like 5 pies and some cheesy bread or whatever.
Yeah, you got 2 pies and I got 3, but only because they're only like $6.50 each for like the extra cheese ones. But yeah, no, I wanted it for like a bunch of lunch that day and then dinner that night when I went home and then blah 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 blah. So it just lasted me a while. Anyway, go on.
What?
Just the.
I had to clear my voice.
Okay. Go on.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, we get in the car. We're doing our regular shit where we're just screaming, just for the sake of screaming. Normal business as usual. So we get in the car. We pull out, right? Nothing out of the ordinary. We're driving there. Everything seems pretty normal. And let me know if I miss anything, right? So we walk into Little Caesars and we try and get our pizza from the pizza portal. I don't go there often. I hate it. It's just dirt cheap and I needed sustenance.
Sustenance.
Yeah.
Beverage.
I needed to reach my caloric intake for the day.
Okay. What the fuck?
It's stupid. But, we're just walking into this store and there's some young lady behind the counter who grabs the shit and gives it to me. And the entire time that we were in there, up until something interesting happening, I was just staring at her putting my crazy sauce in a bag.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, he got like 3 crazy sauce things. 4. And they were all like so big. They were like cups. They were like
little bowls.
Yeah, they were like half the size of like a rocks glass. You know what I mean? Like it was like a bucket of fucking sauce and 4 of them.
They were all gone by the time I finished eating all my food.
It's fucking bullshit. Anyway, go on.
I'm sorry.
That's so stupid, dude. That's so much sauce. It's like, stop with the fucking sauce, bro.
I'm saucy.
Okay.
I'm relish. I'm literally a sauce. Maybe a
That's
topping
true.
is very debatable. But, we're there. We're copping. What? Fuck are you laughing at?
Sorry. It was the noise you made. Yeah, I was just looking at the sound waves. Anyway, sorry, go
A
on.
nice sound wave. You forgot to cut that shit out last episode.
Oh, fuck, yeah, that would have been, yeah.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, we're walking into this fine establishment. I am watching this young lady put this crazy sauce into a plastic bag. And right when she's about to hand me my food, some guy comes in. He's maybe 6'1", very skinny, wears glasses. He has a long ass head, right? And he's like,
a long ass head, not a big head.
no, because I have a big head. My head is like a bowling ball, right?
Yeah, his head was kind of like tall.
It was a long head. It was
Yeah.
shaped like a soda can.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So he walks in, he's wearing his glasses. He's looking kind of grimy, but like, he's not homeless.
Yeah.
You know, he has clothes that are clean and not ripped. And he walks in with like a Dunkin' beverage, puts it on the counter, and then lays down. And just starts like hysterically laughing and almost crying, you know, saying something. We don't know what. And like, I receive my pizza. And you know, Kurt looks at me and he's like, should I say something? And I'm like, no. Why would you ever say something? You just, stuff like this you don't get involved in.
But I naturally, impulsively, I was just like, you good? And then obviously he was still laughing, so we just walked out.
No, wrong. He was asking for the manager. He's
Yeah,
like, I'll give you $5 to get the manager.
But he was laughing the whole time. That's the weird part.
It was like laughing, like mixed in with like, oh, maybe he's going to cry. Nope, laughing.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah,
Anyway,
very bizarre character.
It was probably drugs, but yeah, no, it was pretty funny.
I mean, listen, if you were a manager at a Little Scissors, I would go there and do that.
Little Scissors. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would never be a fucking manager at a Little Seizures.
I mean, maybe if you don't end up pursuing the career path that is afforded to you.
Yeah, maybe. Probably
Be
not.
a manager at a Little Scissors, bro.
Man, that's so yeah, it's so fucking depressing. It's so soul crushing. Okay.
Just making the worst fast food pizza known to man for the rest of your life.
It's not even like, oh, I work at a really fire fucking fast food place. No, you work at the lowest of the low, bro.
You
Next
work at
to,
the
like-
place
next
that
to,
got an
like-
award for best value.
Next to like Checkers and like Arby's, that's like the lowest.
Arby's has to pay people to eat their food, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's like shit in a fucking wrapper.
Oh, it's so bad.
Okay, you want to move on to the story of last night?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. You know, so Kurt and I hang out every weekend, pretty much. And, you know, this weekend we planned that I would come over on Saturday night, and then we'd go into work together on Monday. And, you know, my birthday was on Sunday. And
On Sunday. It is still your birthday. Happy birthday, Relish. Happy birthday, Relish. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're gay.
I wish people would see the face that I was giving you.
Yeah. That was terrible. Anyway.
Fucking a weak ass.
Okay, so anyway, fucking... so me and my roommate's friend, we're going to call him C, because that's the...
We got C, E, and J.
C, yeah, C,
C,
J,
E, and J.
and E, yeah. So, you know, we're playing Cards Against Humanity, and whoever wins the card, whoever has the funniest card,
Skipped
takes...
a whole lot.
What the fuck? It doesn't have to be like a fucking... Yeah, anyway, so... So then what happened before Cards Against Humanity? I was fucked, dude. We got really drunk, by the way.
No. You got really drunk.
Not we as in you and me, but me and the other two guys here.
3 guys? Well, E didn't really get that drunk. He
No,
just
he
got a
didn't.
little buzz.
It was me, Jay, and C that got...
J, C, and I.
JC and I
There you go.
got really fucked. But yeah, we played Cards Against Humanity. And
There was a rule.
there was a rule that...
If you win, you take a shot of my design. And
Yeah.
I made the most disgusting... Like, of course, all the ingredients I used were ingredients that I would use in mixing drinks. But the combinations were terrible. Like Jack, red wine, and a dash of some half-flat Coca-Cola.
Speaking of which, I like hate red wine. I think it tastes like someone's farting in your mouth. It's like terrible. So it's like...
It tastes like the inside of an orange peel minus the flavor of orange.
it's just shit.
Yeah.
So I ended up taking a whole lot. Thanks, bro. Stop flicking shit at me, dog. Fucking, you're such a piece of shit, dude. So yeah, then we, where are you getting those? Where the fuck are you getting that shit? It's like white fucking paper. What is it? Oh, it's the shit on the side of your fucking Mountain Dew. Stop! Just enough, bro. Dude, you are redder than a tomato, bro. Holy shit.
Oh. You did one of the ooh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, one of those.
Oh.
Anyway, look at that. Holy shit. Whoa. Whoa. This is falling apart. This is not even an episode anymore. We're just pissing ourselves in the fucking mics, bro. Oh, fuck. Take a breather, bro. Holy shit. Okay. Where were we?
Despicable shots.
Yes. Okay, so he was making shots for whoever won the fucking cards, and I ended up taking a lot, but then
You kept fucking winning, and you're like, please stop picking my cards.
yeah, I know. I got so pissed off. I was like, stop picking my fucking, please just pick whoever. Just it was actually annoying, and everyone was laughing their asses off because I just kept winning.
And I kept giving him these horrible shots.
Yeah.
Oh.
Either way, the point is that I wasn't even the drunkest. I got pretty drunk, but like I got really drunk, but I was still fine. I didn't even wake up with a hangover, and I didn't never threw up or anything. I was fine, but
You threw a cigarette at E.
did I?
Dude, you chucked it and hit him because he was shirtless.
Oh yeah, he was lying on the ground.
No, he was sitting.
He was sitting on the ground.
All right.
Yeah.
So whenever we hang out, we smoke tobacco. Otherwise, we just vape, right? For
Yeah.
me, it's a purely financial decision. For Kurt, I think it's just because he's gay.
Huh? I didn't agree to this.
But, it's just what we do. So, C decided, he wanted to smoke some Black and Milds because it was his graduation night and he wanted to celebrate and he didn't get a chance to buy actual cigars.
Yeah.
So we get a 5-pack, right? And we go downstairs and I think it was...
It was all 5 of us.
No, it was just EC and I.
No, I thought we all went out, and then and then
EC and I only smoked the Black and Milds.
Oh yeah, and then I eventually end up lying on the street.
No. You ran down the stairs. We all were smoking, right? And you jumped, twisted your ankle, and were laying on the ground. And then Jay ran up to you, and just took half your cigarette.
He ripped half my cigarette off, and I hadn't even lit it yet. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So I had to run back upstairs and get another cigarette. It was fucking bullshit.
Before you did all that, you smoked what cigarette you had left. And when you were done, you tried chucking it, flicking it the way I do.
Yeah.
But you tried to put some arm into it, and you
Yeah,
just
I
released.
overhanded that shit.
You released way too late, and you just pegged it at E.
It hit him
And
so
you were
hard.
like, "I'm so sorry. Are
Yeah.
you okay?
Yeah.
Oh my god."
Yeah, I felt terrible. I felt so bad.
And he was just sitting there like, "Damn, something tickled." And I was pissing myself.
yeah.
So funny.
Anyway, fucking. So after that whole fucking
Ordeal.
yeah, after that whole ordeal,
We
happened-
elevate ourselves back up to the apartment.
Yes.
And, we get back upstairs, and everybody's pretty smashed at this point, except me and E, because E is supposed to go home at, fucking 2:30.
And yeah, he
Because
ended
his
up.
work at 9.
Yeah, he ended up staying until 5.
5:30.
Yeah, that was insane. And then he probably.
So
I
dumb.
don't even know if he ended up staying up in the morning or until
He
just
went
all
home
day.
saying he wanted to get some sleep. But, we got back, and I was like, let's play another game. Let's play War. you know, but with every hand you do a quarter of a shot.
Yes.
And I was gonna do the most despicable thing of making like essentially a full shot, half of your double shot glass, and I would just do a quarter shot of alcohol and like the rest was Mio.
Oh.
And just fuck somebody up so bad.
Yeah.
But I never got the opportunity because y'all were lucky.
But yeah, so this is weird because usually I'm able to witness when people, like, I'll be like, oh shit, you really drank a lot. No wonder why you look like shit, or, you know, you feel like shit. But for some reason, when J and C, like, they drank so much, and I had what? Fucking anyways. So, you know, apparently.
So yeah, you know, we get upstairs and we were gonna play War. We never end up doing it, even though I set up all the cards. And everyone was absolutely plastered except E and I. C was giving out heartfelt speeches and how to handle guests, as was taught by his father. Jay was dancing in front of a large mirror.
Yes, that was funny.
And E and I were just kind of on our phones.
And I was just trying to exist. Like, I was just like, whoa. Woo. No, I was just chilling. We were all just chilling. But yeah, C was going on for quite a bit talking about that stuff. And I was just like, man, I want to play this fucking game. Or I want to go to IHOP or whatever.
Oh my God, we had this whole ordeal with IHOP. We were trying to go to IHOP for like 3 hours. Never ended up making it. Nobody even made an effort to try. Before we could even get close to that, I was sitting there on my phone, you know, in my wheelchair, as one does. And, by the way, I'm not ill in any way. I just prefer to sit in a wheelchair. And,
It's a style choice.
well, I'm mentally ill.
Who isn't?
I mean, I would assume that at least half the population is
Okay,
like, all
whatever.
right.
Go on.
Very telling of yourself, Kurt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go cry after that.
Yeah. No, I'm holding in the tears as we speak, bro. All right.
Your forehead veins popping from the strain.
The fuck?
But yeah, you know, I'm on my phone on Snapchat, just, you know, waving my camera around to see what was going on. You know, to see if I could record anything funny or interesting. And I might insert the clip here of this caravan of people making their way to this restroom. Right? It's like C is laying on the ground on his stomach, and he's like, you know what? It's time.
He didn't say that, by the way.
No, he's mentally, I'm assuming he's like, you know, it's gonna happen. So he gets on his hands and knees and starts a march. And then
He just fucking crawls to the bathroom.
Yeah, and then Jay is like, follow the leader.
Yeah.
And he just goes,
yeah.
you know, just marches on behind them. And they're on their hands and knees going to this bathroom.
And then I walk in. I'm like, shit, is he going to throw up? And then I walk in. He's leaned over the toilet, like, sitting on the floor. And I just, like, jump over. Not jump, but, like, I crawl over him to...
Spider-Man hop.
Yeah, Spider-Man hopped around him to get into the shower so I can, you know, be on the other side of him.
And assist him, like, unencumbered.
Yeah, so, and then he just proceeds to throw up, like, a lot.
Of course, the toilet was sanitized prior to the throw up. Drunk people do have a tendency to touch toilet bowls, as we know later on in the story.
Yes.
But, you know, C has some very good drunk etiquette.
So he was throwing up. I was rubbing his back. I was like, it's fine, dude. You're fine. And then
I was taking videos, and E was trying to clean the floor.
Yeah, E pulled out a fucking broom, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And then he, like, 5 minutes later, he pulls out a fucking, like, just like a...
Like a wet jet without the wet?
Just a jet. Pulls out a jet. No, yeah, he just pulls out, like, one of those, like, Swiffer, like, looking things, and then I'm like, what? Enough with the cleaning supplies. What are you fucking doing? And he's just, like, in his own world, just, like, pretending to clean. He was just so committed to that
bit. He rides it like a broomstick.
Yeah, oh, my God. Anyway, so
Jay is absolutely smashed.
Yeah, he's like leaning over the toilet, like sitting on the toilet, but like the seat is up, so he's sitting on the
bare ass toilet.
Yeah. So he's just sitting on that.
He sat on that toilet raw.
Yeah, I know. He raw dogged that toilet.
And it's so funny because C was probably still having to throw up, but Jay was just going at it. You know what I mean?
He was just talking to him in his face.
Yeah. And then at a certain point, Jay gets up and he comes to me and he's like, Nick, I need more alcohol. I'm like, Jay, there's a shot in the kitchen and you can go have it if you want. You know, whatever. He's like, okay. He grabs this shot and a Smirnoff Ice.
Yeah, the reasoning behind it was like, oh, I don't want C to feel alone that he's throwing up, so he purposely got more drunk, and then later down the line,
dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, later down the line, he just fucking ends up throwing up into the garbage can by his bed. It was pretty fun. It was a pretty good time. Yeah, not really. It was kind of scary. Oh yes, so. Oh yeah, by the way, in the bathroom when C was throwing up, fucking Jay was just like leaning over the toilet, like his body, like his head was like on the underside of the fucking toilet seat, and I'm like, bro, what? You're getting yourself so dirty.
Didn't he get his hair in the toilet water?
No, never. He never got it inside of the bowl or anything like that. It was just like on it, all over it.
Oh, funny. So he's cleaning your bowl for you.
Yeah, exactly. Mop hair, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Disgusting.
Yeah, terrible. So
I shit on that toilet, dude.
Yeah, plenty.
I wouldn't get my face would not get like within 6 inches of that.
Yeah, well, not a problem for Jay. Anyway, so fucking oh god, another one of these fucking.
That's what I'm laughing at.
Get out of here. So Jay eventually passes out. E eventually goes home, and then it's just me, Nick, and
C.
And C is just passed out. Oh yes. So I skipped something again. He had passed out on the bathroom floor, like straight up passed out.
He was sitting up. He was sitting up in a corner,
like against the wall,
facing the toilet, right? And my predicament is, I'm the only fucker here, like, actually strong enough to lift him based on where he was sitting, because he was sitting in a really uncomfortable place to, pick up and move. And, you don't want to leave someone in a really uncomfortable spot for a long period of time. You could cut off circulation. It's just not, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, and you were like, C, are you good? Wake up. And he was
out cold.
He was out cold. So you and E decided to pick him up, and then you guys put him in this chair in the living room, and he was still sitting up and fucking passed out cold.
Yeah, it was a really uncomfortable chair, but I gave him a pillow so he could kind of lay on it. And, I had E watch him while Jay was on his bed, and, we could hear something going on in there. So, Kurt and I walk into the room, and Jay is, like sitting or standing or on his knees above a trash bin, just throwing up, recording himself on Snapchat.
Yeah, it was so good.
He was just like, you know what? This is a very turbulent moment for me.
Oh yeah, and
I'm gonna make a memory.
And he kept recording himself pissing, bro. Like
he kept recording himself peeing while he's drunk.
Anyway,
he always does it.
So anyway, so that whole thing happens. Jay eventually passes out. So it's just, and then E leaves while I go take a piss, and then it's just you, me, and C left. C is still passed out on the what?
Yeah, E leaves. Yeah. You
so E left, and it's just you, me, and C in the living room. C is still passed out on the fucking chair. Mm-hmm. You and I are like, what are we gonna do? And you're like, I'm just gonna stay up until he has to get up, because he had to be home at like 9 a.m. or something.
He had a prior job opportunity that was very important to him, and I wanted to make sure that he was awake, not ready, just at least able to show up.
Yeah, so he had to get home and get going to wherever it was. so he was just like, it's fine, I'll just stay up and wake him up. I was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah. And then I was like, fuck, my stomach is so empty. I gotta eat a bagel. So I ate a fucking bagel. And then I sit back down. I'm eating my bagel. And then what was he doing that made you realize that did he get up himself?
Yeah, he got up himself, and the way the room was positioned, he was sitting in the middle of the room. There's like a wall of mirrors.
Like
That
one of the walls is just mirror.
Yeah, and I think you could see it in the background of a recent post on our Instagram page, Curtain Relish.
Yes.
Yeah, and you could see it in the background. It's just a big mirror with like a shelf that's gonna fall over at any point in time and crush somebody. And he thinks it's a great idea to walk with his eyes closed directly into a corner.
No, it wasn't the corner.
Yeah, it was right there, that corner between the shelf and the mirror.
Yeah.
You know, he's like pushing cables around, he's wobbling, I'm holding him up from where I'm sitting.
He thinks he's walking to the bathroom. He's literally walking into the wall. So then you turn him around.
I turn him around, try and get him to go to the bathroom. Because I'm like, hey, I do need to go to the bathroom. He's like, yeah. So I'm like, great. Let's make our way over. You know, I have one arm on his back, one arm like on his ribs, so that if he just collapses, I have some leverage to keep him standing. And, you know, I start guiding him towards the hallway leading from this main room to the bathroom. And he does not make it. He walks into another wall. I say, okay, let's make a left. Come on. We got this. See, just make a left and we'll be good. And he decides to make a right. So I say,
yeah,
you know, your other left. And he's like, no, I'm just going to go down. And just like...
That's exactly what he said?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And with the most soft movements, lowers himself onto his hands and knees and curls himself around the trash can that I had provided him in case he needed to throw up. And so he's just laying on this carpet in the middle of this room. And there's shit all over the room, like storage containers covered in cards, you know, tons of chairs. And
the
alcohol.
Wheelchair.
Of course.
Yes.
You know, the mandatory relish seat. The throne.
So yeah, that was the end of that. He ended up passing out, and then you were like, I got this. I could just wake him up. And then I ended up going to sleep. And then you ended up going to sleep at like 10 a.m.
10:15. Yeah, because it was my birthday. It is now after midnight.
Yes. But yes.
Bitch.
Damn it.
Because
I wanted to say happy birthday again to you for like the 30th time. Just to piss you off.
But yeah, after Des went to sleep, I just sat there and tried to stay awake as best I could. I woke C up. He was like, okay, great, thank you. He was still a little off his rocker. I think he was just pretty disoriented. I said, you want some caffeine? He said, no, I'll just grab a coffee on the way home. I'm like, okay. He's freezing. And,
oh, he was shaking?
Yeah, and we were searching for the towel that you put on him because he threw it somewhere.
Did he? Where'd it go? Do you know where it is now? There's one over there, but that's not the same one.
No, I don't know where it is now, but I remember finding it when he was still here and giving it to him.
Wait, did he take it home?
No.
Oh, I was like, what?
It was on him, and then I think he went to pick up his phone, which was over by the snake tank, and he put the towel down, picked up his phone, and walked away. And we spent probably 15, 20 minutes looking for this towel to keep him warm. I eventually found it, gave it to him. He said, okay, thank you. Sat for 10 minutes and said, all right, I'll be on my way.
Was he like passing out and like trying to stay awake, or was he just totally like, was he awake?
He was awake. He just looked like he wasn't present.
Damn.
You know, eyes open, he's awake. If I say A, C, what's happening? He's like, oh, nothing. So he's awake. He's just not fully awake. You know, he's on like 10% battery.
Right.
So he ends up leaving, and I'm sitting there like, oh, great. Now I can finally go to bed. So I try and go take a shit. Normal occurrence for me. Before I go to bed, I always try and clear out my bladder and intestines. It's a good habit to have. I like to wake up light. I don't want to be weighed down.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I sit down. I'm like midway through, enjoying myself, scrolling on Instagram, just hanging out. And I get a call from my mom. I'm like, oh, whatever, I'll ignore it. And then it's a FaceTime call, and I'm like, what? Why is my mom FaceTiming me at 9 a.m. on a Sunday? And I'm like, all right, whatever. Probably a little birthday call. I'm like, okay. I pinch the poo, wipe.
Pinch the poo.
Yeah.
It's the way you phrased it is funny.
What else am I going to do?
I don't fucking know.
Tie it off?
Yeah. That's a good one.
I don't prolapse that far out. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Can't relate to you on that.
Anyway, that is gross as fuck.
That's all right. The little tulip secret is safe for me.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Anyway, go on.
I walk out of the bathroom, take the call. I'm like, all right, it's my mom, my dad, my little brother. They're all like, oh, happy birthday. How was it? I'm like, I did not get any sleep. I was looking after people who got too drunk. And they're like, oh, okay. Great. Happy birthday. And I'm like, awesome. I'm going to go to bed. So they end the call, and I'm like, finally, I can release. And I don't get to have that opportunity because as soon as I sit down and punch out another nugget, my grandma calls me. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm like 75% of the way through this, and people are still trying to talk to me. And I thought about not picking it up, and I haven't talked to her in a while. And again, pinch, wipe, come out, pick it up. Wow, you've grown so much. You have a beard now. You're our favorite child. They said not to tell anybody. But we called and talked, and it was nice and all. And then I went back to the bathroom again. Finally, able to release. Cleaned out my bowels. Pipes were cleaned. The water bag was emptied.
Oh, God. That is fucking disgusting. Water bag. That's so gross, dude. So yeah, that's the story of the really crazy shit that happened last night. Something I did not see coming even a little. It was really, really entertaining. It was really funny.
Yeah, you were also drunk.
I was drunk, but I wasn't fucking blackout fucking throwing up. I was totally fine.
Yeah, you had a ton of fun trying to convince Jay to wash his hands.
Yeah, because he touched the fucking toilet that had piss all over it. And he was just like, man, that's fine. And I'm just like, no, not really. You touched pee. Wash your fucking hands. And yeah, that didn't last very long. Oh yeah, he was like, "Sell me $5 and then I'll wash my hands." I was like, "Fine, I'll do it." And then he washed his hands and I never zelled it because I knew he wouldn't fucking actually ask me that in real life, or if he was sober. So obviously, yeah. Anyway, not important. Yeah, it was a really weird night. It was crazy. I can't believe I legitimately threw a fucking cigarette at E, bro. Like, that's actually so fucked up.
I've never seen anybody do that.
I totally unintentional.
Seemed kind of intentional, bro.
Yeah, dude, you figured out my grand plan. What?
You holding a resentment? Are you okay?
Of someone I had just met last night? Yeah, of course I am.
I don't know, maybe his facial hair threw you off.
Oh, I would hate you if that were the case.
You don't have to hate all facial hair.
Just hate the bad type. Holy shit, man. Yeah, no, it was a crazy night. But yeah, holy shit. But yeah, I don't know. I think we might actually have to wrap this one up because it is very late and we're recording this super late. Huh?
Well, you're exhausted.
Yeah. This is a very fucking short one. Holy shit. This normally.
I mean, how long was the last one?
Last one was like 48, I think, minutes. Really? Probably, yeah. But yeah, this will probably be the only like short one, the one that's like actually this short.
Yeah.
Just from the circumstances that we're in right now, we were fucking very tired. We're gonna edit this and then probably just watch a couple videos and go to sleep probably. Anyway, so The fucking.
Hey, close it the same way we opened it.
What? Wait, what did we open? Oh yeah.
With me yawning.
Yeah. Anyway, so we will see you next week. This has been Kurt and Relish. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye. Hey, can you please move forward?